Hi, welcome to my UFC 319 fight picks starring Dricus Du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev in Chicago. Very good. This is a really decent fight card. I would rate it like a 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10 at most. I see a lot of well even matchups, a lot of decisions throughout the whole fight card, and the most split down the middle 50-50 fight is the main event. Like, it's very hard to choose one or the other. And funny enough, this one is 100% not going to be a decision. One of them is going to finish the other. Stylistically, both can 100% finish each other, and I don't see how this would end at 5 rounds. Now, a lot of people online are split down the middle. There's no fan favorite here. It's a very interesting fight. One of the most exciting fights of the year. And can't wait by the end of the week to see this fight. Now, we are going to start at the very bottom. From what I know, these two are from The Ultimate Fighter. I have not been watching it. Highly doubt you have been watching it. Let's not pretend like we are going to know the ins and outs of these two welterweight and flyweight fights. And I'm just going to keep it real. We're going to skip this. I don't know who wins. Congrats. Maybe you guys become future champs in the future. Right now, we don't know nothing about you. So let's go on to the first flyweight fight: WMMA Silva versus Barbosa. This was gonna be Aldrich, but she pulled out. Barbosa stepped in, and I'm just gonna give the exact same take I was gonna give if Aldrich stayed, which is Silva. She is, like a step into the right direction of WMMA evolution, as in decent footwork, like decent striking. She does miss a lot at range, like she punches not stepping forward, weirdly enough. But she has decent grappling, and if she doesn't get this done by submission, she's 100% gonna win by unanimous decision, just by being on top position, holding down her opponent, and winning on the scorecards. So Silva gets this done, submission, decision, who cares? Let's go to the next one. Middleweight fight between Brian Battle versus Nursultan Ruziboyev. This is a decent fight, interesting fight. Both have slight aura, I guess. One kind of looks like Charles Oliveira. He also kind of fights like Charles Oliveira, as in decent striking, Muay Thai, clinching, knees, elbows, kicks, grappling, submissions, like a lot. But the thing is, he also kind of has the cons of Charles, as if he's flat-footed. He is very hittable, and he has very little hit movement. And Ruziboyev, you would look at him, he kind of looks like like Khamzat's their range, even more inbred cousin, but he doesn't. He's more of a striker. He has better footwork than Battle. He has more quicker punches. He usually punches more straighter down the pipe, meaning he could chin Battle. Like I said, Battle is very flat-footed. So, but the thing is, Ruziboyev himself has been dropped, and Battle has power himself. So both of these fighters can drop one another. But I do think Ruziboyev is gonna be the quicker guy in there, the more slightly better, the more on his toes. More, they're both kind of patient, but Ruziboyev, I would say, it finds the mark before Battle does, but I don't see them finishing each other. So it's gonna be probably. If Ruziboyev doesn't get this done, it's gonna be his let's say split decision, decent fight between both of these guys. Ruziboyev wins, and he has to go to the next one. It's then Barbosa versus Drakkar Klose at lightweight. Barbosa is obviously the better fighter, but he's pretty much out of his prime. Klose as well is kind of old. He's been not as good as Barbosa. He hasn't reached those levels. But I would say they're closer right now. Like in 2025, they can give a competitive fight. At their how much both of these guys have gone throughout their careers. Barbosa, I think he could slightly win this. I don't think there's much to say about this fight. They can give us a good scrap. But I'm gonna lean towards Barbosa winning this. Let's say split decision, maybe controversial win. Can he get chinned by a close 100%? But I don't see him getting. I don't know. I would say that's a low chance. I could actually never mind. He could actually legitimately get chinned, but I don't know. I'm just gonna choose Barbosa for split decision. All right, onto the prelims. We got a lightweight fight between Chase Hooper and Alexander Hernandez. Let's be honest. I'm just gonna make this quick. Hooper wins submission or ground and pound. He's the much bigger guy, or taller. I don't know, maybe not bigger, but taller. He's filled out his frame throughout his time in the UFC. More athletic, more skilled, more faster. Everything you would want to beat your opponent dominantly. And yeah, he's gonna drop her. I can see just second round dropping Hernandez, and then getting a choke in, let's see, a Doris or whatever, and getting it done, finishing Hernandez. So Hooper submission. All right, our second WMMA fight, strawweight, Jessica Andrade versus Lupe Godinez. They're both pretty good, decent. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I didn't really look into it. I don't remember exactly how they fight, but I'm just gonna say Godinez because of bias, for obvious reasons. All right, middleweight fight between Gerald Meerschaert and what's his name, Mikhail Olizaychik. I get that right. Anyways, striker versus grappler. But the thing is, the striker has very bad grappling defense, has been submitted a lot, and Meerschaert is a really good grappler. So stylistically, he's gonna sub Olizaychik. Olizaychik is not a bad striker. Gotta get beat up by the one-eyed dude. I forgot his name. Shara. But Meerschaert has really good takedowns. I don't see Olizaychik being able to keep Meerschaert at distance, and just seeing those takedowns coming in. I think he's gonna get a little bit reckless. Meerschaert gets him down, submitting him round one. Meerschaert by submission. And now the last fight of the prelims at lightweight, King Green versus Diego Ferreira. This is gonna be a scrap, 100%, a guaranteed scrap. Green doesn't really respect his opponent striking, and he has the hands down striking, so it's like he's guaranteed to make it a war. And they both are not gonna grapple throughout this fight. I'm guessing maybe they do, but maybe at the end of the third round they'd start grappling. But yeah, the way Green has been getting dropped a lot, has been getting KO'd a lot, and Ferreira still has pretty good KO power. Just put two and together, Ferreira's probably gonna chin Green after a brutal war at the end of the third round. So I got third round KO for Ferreira. Tim Elliott versus what's his name, Kai Asakura at flyweight. First fight of the main card. This should be an easy layup for Asakura, let's be honest. Elliott has been inactive. He's out of his prime, really old, and Asakura is a much better striker. He's gonna on the stand up. Asakura's gonna pick him apart. Just being quicker, more technical, more more power, but he's gonna find really good nasty shots. Just being like, let's say the way Asakura landed that nasty knee on Pantoja and somehow Pantoja ate it. I don't see Elliott surviving that. Even though Asakura, he came off a loss against the champ, but I think his striking is is UFC level, and he's gonna get it done against Elliott. Let's say second round finish, ground and pound, after getting dropped by Asakura, and Asakura wins. So yeah. All right, the first exciting fight of the night at middleweight, Jared Cannonier versus Michael Page. This is probably is this a tougher fight for Page than Gary? I don't know. This might be his hardest fight. If we're gonna be honest, just the size, the power, the strength. You know, like when Page gets in range and explodes, there's a chance he could get countered, and you know, Cannonier stands his base and just and let's say wings a like a left overhand across Page's jab, and just boom, just drops him. That could happen, but I think Page would have the confidence and let's say the speed and the agility and the footwork to outpace Cannonier. Cannonier, and also we're gonna take into account the wrestling. Cannonier really hasn't been wrestling, and because of that, I don't see him being. I don't feel too confident, and if Cannonier gets him down, to hold him MVP down. Let's say by the end of the first round, Cannonier gets him down. He could probably hold him down and slightly win the round by top decision. But on the feet, it's just gonna be another realm of just skill, because because MVP was beating up Gary, he was beating up Holland on the feet, two amazing strikers on the feet at 170. These are skilled fighters. So for him to just be much better than Cannonier at middleweight, it's let's be honest, he's gonna just pick him apart at range. I don't see him dropping Cannonier. I don't see him being, let's say, a power puncher like Imavov or Kyle. Well, I don't know. Maybe Kyle's a little overrated in his striking and his power, but I don't see MVP dropping Cannonier. But I do see him just winning unanimous decision, masterclass striking. The same way he picked apart Shera, picked apart Gary, picked apart Holland. These on the feet. If Cannonier goes for the takedown, like I said, I think he's just gonna gas himself out, and I don't think he's gonna be able to hold on MVP successfully and win rounds like that. But yeah, so MVP wins this unanimous decision after 3 rounds. Now at welterweight, we got Jeff Neal versus Carlos Prates. Another exciting fight. This was originally booked for, when was it? It was, I don't remember, but back then I thought Prates was gonna destroy Neal. Don't get me wrong, even after him losing to Ian Gary, he still is Carlos Prates, as in he has nuclear power at 170 to drop anybody, including Neal. Neal, he's been through wars. Let's be honest. He's been through wars. He's been been worn down a lot. And he definitely can get dropped by Prates. But I'm feeling a little risky on this pick, and I'm gonna choose Jeff Neal just by being the slightly better striker. I want to say, let's say. Oh dang! I can literally see the exact same thing that Ian Gary Carlos Prates fight, which was Ian Gary being the faster striker, picking apart Prates round 1, round 2, and then the end round, Prates steals it by dropping Neal, and Neal survives. So it's like 2-1, Jeff Neal, maybe. Who knows? But it depends. How much has Carlos Prates evolved from his last fight? What is he prioritizing this time? Instead of just being patient, looking for the one-shot KO, is he this time gonna be more smarter, gonna set up, feinting more? Improve his footwork. Who knows? But right now, I think Jeff Neal is gonna be the faster guy, better boxer. Prates is hittable 100%. Jeff Neal is also hittable, but if he wants to be, if he's not gonna worry about takedowns and just flow against Prates, I can definitely see him still taking the first 2 rounds, losing the third round, surviving, and getting a unanimous decision. Or I could say split decision, most likely. Split decision, Jeff Neal, underdog pick of the night. Alright, so we got featherweight fight between Lerone Murphy and Aaron Pico. Another really interesting fight, good fight. Aaron Pico coming from Bellator, meaning people are gonna be underestimating this guy. Yeah, he is. You know, if you just look at him for what he is a good boxer, good wrestler, meaning he's a well-rounded. Like, he's well-rounded. Definitely could get ranked wins at featherweight, and like I think he could. Let's see, who's the guy he can beat up? Probably he can probably beat up Yair, maybe Ortega. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe he can beat Ortega. I gotta look through the rankings once again, but he can definitely beat a couple guys. It's just Lerone Murphy. He's well-rounded as well. So 2 well-rounded fighters is gonna be the question of who's more well-rounded, and if we're gonna be honest, it's Lerone Murphy. But the thing is, Aaron Pico, he has holes in his game. He has really good takedowns. It's like he gets in range, gets you busy with his boxing and takes you down. You know, it's not like he's going for naked takedowns, like in the middle of the cage or anything. Like, he's backing you up with his boxing and then takes you down, which is 100% you can really do to Lerone Murphy. You can literally take him down just by doing that, you know, and holding him down. Probably he could probably stink it up and make it a boring fight. But Lerone Murphy is good. You know, let's say he's very responsible when fighting, meaning he's not a KO artist, he's not a submission artist. He's very, very patient, very safe, and he could. I can see him not getting backed up by Aaron Pico with his point striking. Aaron Pico's hittable. Like I said, he has some holes in his game. He's very hittable. Lerone Murphy could, like, let's say, back him up with a jab, kick to his arm, to the guard. You know, just keep Aaron Pico busy. And then when Aaron Pico decides to, okay, I'm going now, he is just back up, be safe, we'll look for everything. Look at what Aaron Pico is going for, and just play it safe. If he does get down, just be patient, get back up, wait for the end of the round, and vice versa. And once again, stink it up, make another unanimous decision for Murphy. Have another very similar, just doing just the bare minimum to win a fight performance by Lerone Murphy. And yeah, so Lerone Murphy gonna get this down. Lerone Murphy is gonna get this done by unanimous decision after 3 rounds. And whatever they do with Aaron Pico, hopefully I don't know, but he's gonna lose. And yeah, let's go on to the main event. One of the most exciting fights we are gonna see this year. You know, there was the Ilya versus Islam. There was the Jones versus Tom Aspinall. We did see the Alex versus what's his name, Ankalaev, which we did see. You know, that obviously that fight was kind of anticlimactic. The build up was meh. The fight was meh, but this fight 100% is gonna be exciting. Like I said, 100% we're gonna see a finish by either one of these two. And you know, if you think about it, I mean, a lot of people are basing off their, let's say, they're thinking because off the Robert Whittaker's performance against these two guys. One got Robert Whittaker out quicker than the other, and he's, you know, have you seen the clips of Chimaev online? People are saying, oh, look at him, he's so huge, especially when he met DDP. But the thing is, DDP himself he's big, he's thick, like he's a specimen out there in the cage at 185. So I don't think Khamzat is gonna just it's gonna ragdoll this dude. I don't think so. Like once, like even then, like there was literally the clip of DDP with Tom Aspinall. People were saying, "Dang, this dude, there's just two heavyweights." And the right, like people, like I don't know. People are like kind of like they're focusing too much on Chimaev, last performance and just his physicality. If you really think about it, like if that was true, he would have destroyed Burns. He would have destroyed Usman. You know, these two guys. I think people are ignoring those performances and just focusing on Roberts' performance. And I think in DDP, people are underestimating his fight IQ. He's really smart in there. He adjusts, and he isn't scared to, let's say, allow one fighter to do his thing in order to implement a counter to that. So let's say one fighter is really good at takedowns, aka Chimaev, he's gonna let him take him down, and he's gonna think, survive, and then start implementing, and then start adapting against that. And what I mean by that is, this is exactly what I think is gonna happen. DDP is gonna allow round one Chimaev to take him down. He's gonna be patient, wait to see what's happening, move when Chimaev is moving on the ground, be patient, be smart, and then get back up. Now, how's he gonna do that? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how he does that. But I think if Chimaev holds him down for all one round, I don't know. I don't really see him submitting DDP. But if he holds him down, then that's very possible. But second round is gonna be a whole different story. Chimaev is gonna shoot once again. DDP could get taken down, but he's gonna have a much better time getting up. And maybe he does get up this second round, and then starts beating Chimaev's ass. And then Chimaev takes, and then after DDP gets up, he doesn't have to really worry about the takedowns anymore. He's like, oh, he takes me down, I'm more comfortable getting back up. You know, I don't have to worry about the takedown. Now I can focus on my striking. And then if I see the takedown, just try to do my best. You know, and then because there's a 5 rounders, he's gonna survive. Maybe he loses the first round. DDP maybe loses the second round, but third round is when he starts pushing it up. He's gonna be much more faster, much more comfortable in the striking. Starts beating Chimaev's ass. Maybe actually defend the takedown this time, and then just starts wearing down Chimaev. Chimaev's gas tank running out. DDP starts kicking him in the legs, starts kicking him in the ribs, making it hard for DDP to just be comfortable in there against a big guy. Like Chimaev's big, but DDP is also like big, wider. So I just manhandle Chimaev and breaking in there. And I see after the 4th round, Chimaev was exhausted, DDP and hurt. Like DDP drops him, ground and pound, finish, 4th round finish for DDP. And that's exactly how I see this fight going. Maybe DDP gets it done quicker, or maybe I'm just dumb and Chimaev just subs in round 1, which is very possible, very possible. But I think DicDu Du Plessis is being smart, patient, isn't scared of Khamzat, which I don't think so. He's gonna get it done. Another title defense, and I don't know what he does after this. The Imavov Chow fight. He defends against one of those two. So yeah, so those are my picks. Hope you enjoyed the video. First video on this channel. Maybe. Will I keep making more videos? Maybe. I don't know. I think I will. I like UFC. And hope you guys have a good day, and see you guys later. Bye.